Bold and beautiful weekly drama overview. This week's preview promises a cascade of life-changing twists and explosive confrontations. The first major storyline centers on Liam, who finds himself in critical condition after a brutal altercation with Bill. Despite a successful emergency surgery to relieve pressure on his brain, prompted by Steffi and further complicated by Grace's warning, Liam's injury is deemed inoperable. Bridget's determined efforts to keep him confined to his hospital bed signal that his recovery remains uncertain, with emotional repercussions reverberating as he contemplates a cherished daddy-daughter dance. In a parallel narrative, Finn is hit with devastating news that could turn everything on its head. His revelation intensifies the stakes for the entire family as the truth about Liam's future unfolds. Meanwhile, the tension between family members escalates as Sheila and Poppy engage in an all-out verbal and physical clash at Il Giardino. What begins as a pointed exchange of past grievances rapidly morphs into a dessert-fueled showdown, highlighting deep-seated resentments over hidden paternity secrets and long-held betrayals. Amid these high-stakes medical and familial crises, Luna Nozawa is busy stirring up her own trouble. Ever the schemer, Luna reemerges in ludicrous disguises, from covert office infiltrations to provocative displays in lingerie, as she attempts a daring seduction of Will Spencer. Her audacious ploys force viewers to question whether her flirtatious and controversial actions are mere theatrics or a desperate bid for attention. With the threat of interruption by characters like Katie or Electra looming, her escapades are set to deliver both shock and amusement. Together, these intertwined plotlines ensure that this week's bold and beautiful episode is brimming with high drama, unexpected alliances, and explosive emotional confrontations, all elements bound to keep fans riveted. Greetings, dear viewers, and welcome to Luxurious Night. Preview of Bold and Beautiful. Finn learns something that will revolutionize his life. Plus, Sheila lashes out on Bold and Beautiful. Liam's situation is worse than first believed this week. In addition, Sheila and Poppy sort of fight, and Luna is still fighting. Luna doesn't seem to accept no from Will or anybody else. She spied on Will and Electra last week by sneaking into the Forrester Designs office, wearing an absurd disguise. Luna approaches Will while wearing very little clothing and says, "What should I try on first?" Is Luna simply removing herself from reality once more? Or is this something real? When Luna's mother finally meets her grandmother at Il Giardino, things don't work out. "You're the slut," Sheila yells at Poppy. "I've heard all about you," replies Poppy. "How about some dessert?" Sheila asks, picking up a slice of cake and slamming it into Poppy's face. Following a furious argument with Bill, Liam collapsed and hit his head, necessitating emergency surgery to alleviate the pressure on his brain. At Steffi's insistence, he finally woke up and told her about his altercation with Bill. Though they are unable to provide any assurances, Grace subsequently told Liam that his brain injury was severe and that they hoped he would fully recover. Bridget tries to prevent Liam from leaving his hospital bed as she approaches. The father appears to be adamant about attending that daddy-daughter dance. "I don't think your daddy's going to make it to the dance," Steffi says to Kelly at home. At last, Finn informs Grace and Bridget in his office that Liam is fortunate to be alive. "There's something else we have to tell you, Finn," the women continue. "It cannot be operated." Is Liam's journey coming to an end? The brave and the lovely update for Monday, April 14th. Poppy incites Sheila and Will's response for Luna, undermining Carter's reunion. According to Monday, April 14th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B. Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, Provokes Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, and Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor. Reunion plot is thwarted. Let's discuss what will happen on the CBS soap opera. Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, will also have a response for Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, as she throws herself at him once more. Sheila is eager to hear from Luna about her most recent effort to woo Will at Il Giardino. Sheila will have to cope with Poppy's unannounced visit while she waits. Of course, it's not a good idea to simply show up at Sheila's workplace. Sheila will want to hold Poppy accountable for hooking up with John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, now that she is aware of it. Sheila will not be pleased with Poppy enticing Finn into bed with her, even though she is happy to have Luna as her grandchild. Sheila will also be upset with Poppy for concealing the paternity facts for more than 20 years. But after everything she's done, Poppy won't believe Sheila has the right to criticize her. Poppy will angrily point out that Sheila has caused considerably more turmoil and has a long history of offenses. Both parties will be furious, but when Sheila snatches a piece of cake and throws it in Poppy's face, the argument will truly take off. Poppy will retaliate forcefully and might even throw some cake at Sheila. For Will's amusement, Luna will remove her disguise as a delivery worker and reveal her underwear. Luna will try on some of the Forrester originals in the wardrobe and do some modeling for Will. Will try his best to silence Luna, even though she will express her desire for him once more. Nevertheless, Luna will eventually make a prediction about obtaining Will for herself. Maybe Luna will believe that it's only necessary to move Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, aside first. Carter will then keep telling Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, that they will resume their separate loves on Monday's B&B episode. Carter believes that Brooke belongs with Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., and he will continue to hold out hope that he and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, can work things out. In order to prevent Carter from mending his damaged connection with Hope, Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, has other ideas. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Daphne will alter her plan as it develops, so keep an eye out for the sabotage she will do on the reunion of Carter and Hope. Bold and the Beautiful. Luna uses Grandma's seductive techniques to take Will's breath away. Luna Nozawa executes her scheme to persuade Will Spencer to reconsider toying with the bad girl on the CBS soap opera Bold and the Beautiful the following week. Sheila Carter, Luna's grandmother, and the pardoned murderer devised a scheme for Luna to impersonate herself and get inside Forrester Creations. Sheila then provided her with a strategy to entice the Spencer son. Luna entered the building last week, and based on the B&B previews, it appears to be successful because she will be bouncing around in lingerie for Will the next week. Beautiful and brave, will Spencer be all set, but Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, in Bold and the Beautiful is acting too eager for intimacy, but the girl he claims to love isn't prepared. Linnea Grace's character, Electra Forrester, is wary of Will and retreats at the first sign of contact. When Will felt yearning for some private time with his lover, Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, occurred to watch Electra shut him down. Giving Will Spencer what he so desperately craves is the recently pardoned Luna's mission. She is therefore on her way, with a little assistance from Grandma. The way they disguised Luna Nozawa on Bold and Beautiful made her stand out like a sore thumb. However, she entered the premises with a pizza in hand, despite the extremely fake-looking mustache. Luna Nozawa strikes the bedroom line in B&B. These days, Brooke Logan's Catherine Kelly Lang bedroom fashion brand is being used extensively on Bold and the Beautiful. For the characters on the soap opera, it has become an ambush room. Brooke Logan was waiting for Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., to enter the room while wearing the lingerie, which is still warm. However, that didn't work out when Rebecca Budig's character Taylor Hayes replaced him. However, it appears like Luna has had a bit more luck than Brooke. Or does she? Luna appears rather enthusiastic about wearing some risque lingerie for Will next week, according to the promo for Bold and the Beautiful. And while if the soap opera didn't depict Will's response to this, it will undoubtedly leave him speechless in one way or another. Either he is appalled at the impudence of this corrupt woman to perform this sexy act for him at FC in front of everyone else, or he goes for it because he is so angry about being rejected by Electra. He is truly taken aback by Luna, if that is the case. However, since this is B&B, where drama reigns, it's possible that a third party who walks in suddenly stops Luna. The brave and the lovely. Did Luna die in her tracks? Last week, Sheila Carter gave Luna, her new grandchild, some advice on Bold and the Beautiful. Luna Nozawa was concerned because she needed to figure out how to get Will to stop ignoring her. Her grandma, however, gave her instructions. She recommended the area of Will Spencer's body to target. According to the B&B preview, Luna did exactly that. Therefore, someone probably interrupts Luna as she tries to lure Will into the bad girl pleasure she promised him while bouncing around in lingerie. Therefore, it's likely that someone from FC walks in and stops her from flashing her intimate underwear. However, Who could that be? The most likely person to foil Luna's scheme would be Katie Logan, Heather Tom. She would stop it, particularly if Luna had her son's whole focus. The mother of Will Spencer would not hold back. A scenario like this would make Katie furious. Electra would also be a likely candidate to bust in, since she works there. But she would also be incensed at such a situation. But since Will has been ignoring him since learning that he released Luna, what if Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, shows up? Then, that would be a scene to remember. Forrester Creations is filled with people, employees, and guests. So, any one of them could walk through the door as Luna Nozawa tries to fulfill Will Spencer's needs on the CBS soap. Smash that like button if you love Mama June drama. Subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a trend shows.